where you're found. When she comes around, I'll be ready. When she comes around, I'll be strong. Since she's been around, let me be forgetting the reason she's been gone. In my memory, it works in spite. It's been remembering more wrong than right. And my heart beats like an anchor filled with the memories that bind my will. When she comes around, I'll be ready.
Courtney, I give you my life on this day,
In the presence of God,
in the presence of God,
and according to his will.
and according to his will.
I leave my father and mother,
I leave my father and mother,
and I will cleave to you.
and I will cleave to you.
I will love you
I will love you,
as Christ loves the church,
as Christ loves the church,
giving my life for yours.
giving my life for you.
I will lead and protect you
I will lead and protect you,
as we share our life with God,
as we share our life with God,
who gave us one another.
who gave us one another.
I give myself to you, to be your wife and your friend, and to stand by you as we share our life together. Leaving my father and mother, I now commit myself to you. I will love you and believe in you from this day forward. May you honor God for the rest of your lives with the words of the vows you just stated. May you fulfill these lifelong commitments to one another. Courtney and Jordan, as a constant reminder of this event and your love and commitment to one another, we will now exchange the rings. Jordan, do you have a ring for Courtney? Please place it on the correct finger. Would you please repeat after me? This ring is a symbol
This
of,
ring,
go ahead,
this ring is a symbol
of my pledge
of my pledge
to you. Today I commit to you
Today I commit to you
my life,
my life,
my love,
my love,
and my faithfulness.
and my faithfulness.
Courtney, do you have a ring for Jordan? Please place it on the correct finger. Repeat after me. This ring is a symbol of my pledge to you. Today I commit to you my life, my love, and my faithfulness. Based upon your love and commitment to one another and upon the power given to me by the state of Arkansas, I now pronounce you husband and wife. What God has joined together, let no one separate. Jordan, you may and should kiss your bride.
It's my privilege to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Jordan Frankenberger.
When she comes around, I'll be ready. When she let me be forgetting the reason she's been gone. And my man,
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Jordan Frankenberg.
it's been remembering more wrong than right. And my heart beats like an anchor filled with the memories that bind my will. When she comes around, I'll be ready. When she comes around, I'll be strong. Na 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 na. Since she's been around, let me be forgetting the reason she's been gone. 'Cause now she's home.
Remember a second ago when Morris said that Courtney and Jordan thought they were funny? He also thinks so. Little Jessica. Okay, well, like he said, my name's Brooke. I'm Courtney's maid of honor, and I may have not known Courtney nearly as long as some of the other girls in this wedding. Sorry. I can do it. Literally, I never cried at anything. And before I even got out of the limo, I was crying. So, emotional. Anyways, so I may not have known you as long as some of the other girls, but it really doesn't take long to get to know Courtney and her family. And how sweet they really are and how wonderful they are to each other. Sorry, guys. And I know that Courtney looks for all the same qualities that her parents have, which is the ability to laugh with each other and at each other, and the ability to have fun and live life to the fullest. And I love to look at Courtney's parents and see how beautiful they are with each other. And I know that's something that's very important to Courtney, to find someone just as special as her parents on with one another. I'm sorry guys, I really can't cry and talk at the same time. I have a multitasking disability. Anyways, so I know that that's something that's very important to Courtney, and I'm so glad that you finally found someone who is just as perfect as you are. It's just really gratifying to everyone that we can. Sorry.
All right, stop. It's
I
over.
know, I'm sorry that we can all find someone that is just as special.
We just want to thank everybody for making the long trips here, and even the local people. That's not a bad wedding ceremony for not having wedding rings, and for Flint's first wedding ceremony he's ever performed. So. Let me tell you a quick story. Jordan wanted to borrow a saw or something, and I told him I would meet him after work. We would meet up at a local gas station, and I'd give him my saw. And I had to work late, so I called Jordan. I said, Jordan, I'm on my way there. It's taking me a little longer, but I'm going to be there anytime. I'm almost done with my meeting. So another 15, 20 minutes, I called him back. So anyway, long story. I was about an hour and a half probably late, correct? Yeah. Well, what I didn't know is really Jordan didn't want to borrow anything. He wanted to ask for my daughter's hand in marriage. And this poor boy was sweating. thought it'd be a quick 6 o'clock, get this thing done. Instead, it was, 7:30. I made him wait. Well, the rumor was I did it on purpose. Well, I didn't even know what he was meeting me for. So, the other thing, Jordan was a frat boy from Tulsa, okay? Riding a motor scooter with a backpack on and his ball cap backwards around the University of Arkansas. And I saw him a few times doing that. And so I said, Courtney, are you sure you want to marry this frat boy from Tulsa? Yes, I do. So, I didn't really know Jordan that well, and over the last couple of years we've gotten to know each other more, and he's a perfect fit for Courtney, and Courtney is a perfect fit for him. The reason I know that is neither one of them can tell a joke worth anything. But they laugh at each other's jokes, I think it's the funniest thing in the world. So, that is proof that they're made for each other. Another thing I thought of is, we had Drew, and a few years later, Kathy found out she was pregnant. And we had hoped for a girl. And I don't know if it was because we didn't want another boy like Drew, or if it was because we really wanted a girl. But Kathy spent months on coming up with girl names. And she'd be like, Mary Jane Witter, Courtney Lynn Witter. Well, I donated the Witter part. Kathy come up with the Courtney Lynn part. So, but never did I hear her say, let's think of a name for this little baby girl. Courtney Lynn Frankenberger. I never heard her say that. So, the mom can think of a name, take 6 months doing it, but she has no control over who she marries. So I asked Courtney one day, I said, Courtney, you're marrying Jordan. She said, yeah. I said, people keep their maiden names a lot now.
It's all or nothing.
There was no hesitation. She said, no way. Frankenberger. So anyway, I would like to toast to Courtney and Jordan's honeymoon. They're getting ready to go on to the Dominican Republic. A safe trip and a fun trip. And the rest of your days at marriage. Thank you.
I'm not going to cry or emotionally do that. Let Brooke take care of that. Thank you, Brooke. First off, I'd like to thank Courtney's parents for inviting us all to this special occasion. There's no doubt watching your daughter get married is an unbelievably large moment. Thank you all for including us in this special. Secondly, I'd like to point out how beautiful Courtney looks tonight. I'd say most importantly, I'd like to thank Jordan. Over the past 4 years, Jordan and I have become extremely close. We've been, first off, fraternity brothers, then roommates, concert goers, fishing buddies, and slowly become best friends. There are plenty of moments I'll never forget. One of my favorites, though, is we were having a all-guys camping trip about 2 years ago, and there were 7 or 8 of us out there. And on the last day of the camping trip, we're sitting there, and this bald eagle comes flying overhead. And we're all sitting, and you gotta imagine, there's like 6 or 7 guys, and we've been in the sun for days. We're kind of halfway delusional, but we're all sitting there admiring the beauty of this bald eagle. And the silence gets broken by the crack of a beer can in the back as Jordan pours the beer over his head and starts yelling, "America!" at the bald eagle. That's Jordan, though, and that's Jordan and Courtney. Both of them find ways to laugh, no matter how serious the situation is, good or bad. Anyway, there are 2 more people that are more carefree and loving and honest and more comfortable with who they are than you two. To a lifetime of happiness and joy.